What's up, YouTube? That's a back layer. Let's see if I can. There we go. That's better. Let me shut that window. What's up, YouTube? I just wanted to come to you. I'm going to do a water change, so forgive me. I'm about to set up everything. I should have been more prepared again, but I'm about to do a water change on my fish aquarium and show you how I do it. I have a Python water changer, but I just wanted to let you know that it's water change day. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate it. If not, hit that like and subscribe button. I would certainly appreciate it. And well, I'm about to go get my Python all hooked up, so I'll be right back. So what I'm doing, as you see, I'm uncooling my Python and getting it all set up for you. And going to connect this. What's up? How you doing? What's up, Bob? Rob? How you doing? About to set up for my water change. When you're doing a water change, one big thing you want to have is a towel. You always want to have a towel handy. So make sure you have a towel handy while you're doing this, in case you spill some water. Then we go cut the water on. If you don't have one of these Pythons here, they're a life changer. So all you're doing is just sticking it down in the water, and it's already sucking the water. And now you're just grabbing this vacuum out your gravel. And go ahead and make sure you cut off all your heaters and main thing, cutting off your heaters and getting everything done. Oh, you have 6 towels? That's very smart to have. Oh, you have 6 towels? That's very smart to have. Very smart to have around because you never know when you're going to make a mess. So I'm just vacuuming out the gravel here, getting up any mess here. And I'm just basically, I fed the Oscars before I did this because he likes, as you see, you can see him, he likes to come up and nibble on my fingers sometimes. And so I'm just vacuuming out the gravel here. You know he's not shy at all. He'll come up and really sometimes he tries to nibble on my fingers. So I don't know how much of this you can really see, but you just anything that comes from the bottom, you're just letting it suck all up. See, if I don't know if you see him, but if I let him, he will probably nibble on my finger, but then he'll realize, oh, that's not really what I want. But this takes a minute, especially having gravel. It really takes a minute to suck this all out. And it's actually not that bad so far. The gravel's not that bad. But just trying to get all of it out as much as you can. Because all this will cause ammonia spikes. It will cause your nitrates to go up if you don't clean it. And believe it or not, this water, if you have household plants, you can get a bucket of this and really save it and water your plants with it. Because it's really good for your plants, your home plants. You know what I mean? Because it's full of nutrients in the water and full of waste and fertilizer for your house plants. I don't know if any of y'all do that, but I was taught that, and it really does help. Oh, and after I finish my water change, I'm gonna be doing hey, I don't know if you just saw him, but he tried to get you just then. He doesn't like me. The Oscar doesn't like me rearranging his tank and all that. He likes to rearrange his own tank. But anytime I'm in here doing the water change, he gets a little upset at me for doing the water change, even though it's helping him. But he still doesn't really like it. Because afterwards he will he'll move all kinds of stuff around again after doing the water change. some wood off a piece of rock trying to get up there. I know my certain spots in my tank that get really dirty. Like underneath my driftwood where a lot of fish hang out is really dirty. So I make sure I always get that area real good. But it's really not that bad this time. I generally do it about roughly once a week, sometimes every 5 days. Plan on work schedule no more than a week. He's just coming right on up over here. Keep saying I'm gonna order one of those extensions so I don't have to really get my hands down in here too much. But I really know the sections that my tank gets really dirtier and the food gets caught and the waste gets caught because where they hang out the most. So right around my driftwood, it gets really dirty and everything. It's where they have a lot of fish waste. And sometimes what I do is if I had 2 days off in a row, I'll do a big water change right now, like I'm doing now. I'm going to do about a 75% water change, and then after that, the next day I'll just come back in and do a real quick one just to get anything that maybe got left over. That way I'm getting all the poop and leftover food from the tank because sometimes I don't get it all on my first water change. So then, like the next day, I'll come back in and do another one, but it'll be a real small one, just getting stuff that I might have missed. But I might not have to on this one because it's not that bad. I've seen it a lot worse. So I'm actually not that bad. Yes, in certain areas of my tank, it is bad. Yes, putting in your tomatoes, I bet you it really does make them grow better. So as you see what I'm doing, again, it's just getting all the stuff out of the bottom from the rock that gets caught down in the rocks. And then after, when I'm almost through, I'm when I'm almost through and it's just about all done, what I'll come back in and I'll do is I'll scrape the sides, make sure there's no algae. In my next video, I'm going to be doing, what is it called? Overview on my background I have here. I really don't like it, and I'm going to, if you just check out that video, I'll be getting that out soon to you on the overview of the background I have. Telling you about all that. Sometimes I've seen my Oscar just lay down on the side while I'm doing a water change and basically touting. And other times he comes and attacks me, so I feed him right before I do my water change. So he kind of leaves me alone. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. But I make sure I feed him right before because then he leaves me alone most times. Okay. Generally, this takes me about 30 minutes or less sometimes. Depends on how bad it is. On how long it takes me. The longest part that it takes is just filling the tank back up, really. And I have cut my feeding down a little bit because I've noticed that when I was feeding more, it was a lot more wasted food in the tank. And this is actually pretty good. I've actually cut it out a little, cut down on my feeding a little bit. So quite impressed with it. This is just normal right here, all of this. I don't know how much of it you can truly see. And coming out of the tank. But I'm really quite impressed that it's not that much. Of course, I haven't got over here to this section of the tank yet. I know this is another bad area. But it's really not that bad today. I've seen it a lot worse than this. But I think cutting down my feeding has really helped with that. There's not a lot of wasted food as much as it has been in the past. So cutting out your feeding, cutting down on how much you feed will help. What's up, Sean? How you doing? Just doing a little water change, as you see. Doing a little tank maintenance. Make sure everything's nice and clean for everybody. And it's actually not that bad. I was just saying how you feed your tank and your fish. It has a lot to do with how dirty it gets. And I know my bad areas because I know where a lot of fish hang out and hide. So they're underneath driftwood is always going to be my worst area because that's where they like to hide. My Pletco's over there trying to stay hidden. But I don't think it's going to work out too well for him. But this does really help keep down your nitrates and keep down the ammonia spikes. I know I can't talk and say things right, so I apologize. Sometimes they come over here thinking they're going to eat some of the stuff that's in the tube. I'll change all that back around in a moment. So how y'all doing today, though? Everybody doing okay? I'm actually really impressed with how my fish tank looks doing this gravel change, because I've noticed that cutting down your feeding a little bit really does help. Really does help with all the waste of your food, and it really does help a lot. I don't know if y'all can see just about how much is coming up in the gravel vacuum or anything. Move a little bit. So this is my big water change today, and then like I was saying, the next day what I do is just come back in and do a real small one again. Just getting the last little bit out that might not got, that I may have not have gotten. And as your fish get bigger, I mean, of course, the more poop and more waste they have. Okay, all right, hang on one second, guys. My computer is actually about to power down on me. See if I can get that plugged up real quick. It helps to be prepared, y'all. Helps to be prepared. What's up, RC? How you doing? How you doing? See if I love this Python, y'all, because really, I have it hooked to my sink right now. As soon as I get through doing my gravel vacuum, all I got to do is go over there and basically switch a switch, and it just starts putting the water back in there. Automatically for me. I generally do a water change twice a week. This plans on but again, like I said, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm quite impressed that it's not that dirty today. I've seen it a lot dirtier, and it was probably because I was overfeeding them a little bit. Actually, not me personally ever feeding them. My wife likes to feed them. And and then I was still feeding them. And I had a lot of wasted food in here. And it was a lot more waste. Watch out, Z. Getting all this stuff out of your water is very important to for your fish. Very important. See a little bit of wood chips in here too from my driftwood. And trust me, when I put everything back together, I'm not really that concerned about everything because my Oscars, especially my big one, rearranges the whole tank. Hey, what's up, Danny? How you doing? Thanks for joining in, everybody. So when I go to put everything back together, rearrange the stuff like the driftwood, kind of get it back in place, I'm not too worried about it because that big Oscar Biggie will basically really just move everything around to how he likes it. So if you have Oscars, don't worry about your escape too much because the Oscars are gonna put it in how they like it. So just FYI. I think this is pretty good. I think I'm almost through. Getting a couple a little bit more bad areas I know in where they hang out, sleep most and hang out and hide. How often do you guys do your water changes? John, I know you do a lot more because you have discus and they're very finicky. But how often does everybody else do their water changes? Please let me know in the comments below. As you see, I'm doing about roughly so far 60% water change so far. I'm almost to the point I'm going to start filling it back up, just hitting a couple more spots. And then I'm going to get my brush and clean the side off with any algae or anything. What's up, Mexicali? How you doing, man? Thank y'all for joining in. Yeah, I think that's about. Let me get over here. Get out of the way, y'all. Yeah, I think that's about good. I'm not picking up too much more in either of my bad spots in my tank. I'm not picking up too much. Yeah, I got this python, so I cut it off now. And now I'll be right back. Now all I got to do is it'll start. Thank y'all for joining. Now I got my handy dandy little scraper here, and all I'm going to do is just basically I'm just going to scrub the side off it. If it gets too bad, I do have a razor blade I can scrape it with. So I'm just kind of scraping, leaving the side off real good as best as possible. Getting a lot of the majority of it off. Especially the front and side. Going through. And what I need to also do is I'm going to put my solution in. I either use Prime or Fritz, whatever I have. I think I still got both of them right now. So I'm just using this handy dandy little and just going through and just scrubbing the sides off. Then I'm going to rearrange the tank and get it really good over here in the corner. And then when I get my water line back up past my heater, I go ahead and cut my filters back on. Y'all doing all right today? Y'all tell me in the comments below how often y'all do your water change and your aquarium. I know some of you have plenty tanks, and you're probably going to tell me I never got to do a water change. Well, that's lucky for you. That's what my son tells me. He has a couple planted tanks in me, so I never had to change mine. I think that's pretty good. If I see any spots that I missed, I always come back and hit it again. And I'm about to do a video, y'all, on a review on my background. I got a Seaview background. Not impressed with it at all. Not impressed with it at all, y'all. So, yeah, I'm not impressed with it at all. All right, now I'm gonna get my Fritz complete. And it says 1 teaspoon per 50 gallons. I always just put 2 because that's a 75 gallon. Got that back in, and then I always, not always, not every single time, put in a little bit of aquarium salt just to kind of give them, it's good for them. Don't know exactly how it's good for them, but I was told it keeps, them a little healthy. So I always try to add in a little aquarium salt every time that, because if when you go to the doctor or you're something like you're having surgeries or something, they always, all right, buddy. Well, thank you for stopping by, Danny. I'll catch you later. But yes, and when you go to the doctor, they put saline in you. So now I'm doing is I'm waiting for it to fill back up. And what I'll also do is I'll go through and I just wipe the outside down for any water spots, handprints, anything like that. And I'm looking to see if I missed anywhere or needs it hit with the brush anywhere. And wipe it all down, kind of. That way it keeps it clear, especially when you're looking in. So let me cut this overhead light on. So as you see here, it takes them about 30 minutes so far. And I mean, if I rushed a little bit more, it would take a little bit longer, but unfortunately, I take my time a little bit. And but I thank y'all for joining in and watching me do this boring water change that we all got to do. I greatly appreciate all the ones that stopped in. Sorry if I didn't, say hello to you or anything. And now I can go ahead and turn my filters and heater back on. And I'm going to rearrange some of the stuff back around for them. I know how they kind of like it. They can hide and a little bit. Just wait in the middle here. Like I said, I ain't gonna worry about too much of. Oh man, I do want to do that. I don't like how that's doing. There we go. And now I just kind of, all I'm doing now is just letting everything fill back up. Got all my filters going again. Got everything going, the heater. And now I'm just letting it fill back up. I already did my water conditioner, put my Fritz in there, and I put a little aquarium salt in there. Now all I'm doing is letting it fill back up. And then from there, but I really haven't had no problems this week with my fish at all. They've been pretty good. I haven't had any issues at all with them. I was thinking about, let me see. No, I don't want to do that. Forget it. And, but yes. Hopefully y'all check out my video. Like I said, I'm going to be doing an overview on my background I have in here and tell you what I think about it. But until next time, I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a great one. And this small fish out. Oh, before I go, if you are watching this far so far, please hit that like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. If you're not new, thank you for joining in. I appreciate y'all watching. But this is small fish out. I'll see y'all next time.